You find flights, pick a hotel, hit confirm, and the itinerary hits your inbox. For modern consumers, complex transactions resolve in seconds. We've grown so accustomed to these digital experiences that we treat them like magic. We click a button and expect a flawless outcome to emerge from a sealed black box. But inside that box is a sprawling, highly coordinated ecosystem. Every magic result requires hundreds of human decisions and mechanical actions to align perfectly behind the scenes. If a company doesn't understand the internal mechanics of that ecosystem, it has no way to fix bottlenecks or successfully introduce new digital tools. These internal mechanics, the specific gears that turn inside the corporate black box, are called a business process. The researcher Thomas Davenport defined a business process as a set of logically related tasks performed to achieve a defined business outcome for a particular market. To survive in a digital economy, an organization must crack open its own box and meticulously map the hidden anatomy of its daily work. At the highest level of analysis, we have the process. This is the massive, top-level operation that takes raw inputs and converts them into a finished output. You see these across every industry: a bank onboarding a new customer, a factory assembling a vehicle, or a finance department completing an annual billing cycle. This chart shows the starting point of the operational hierarchy. At the very top is the process, the massive goal the organization seeks to achieve. Moving down to the middle tier, we see these goals are constructed from a chain of smaller segments called sub-processes. Take the broad goal of HR onboarding. That massive process is only achieved by linking together specific sub-processes, like conducting interviews, running training sessions, and setting up IT hardware. A macro business outcome is never reached in one giant leap. It is the cumulative result of successfully completing this hidden chain of sub-processes. At the very bottom of the hierarchy, we reach the activities. These are the atomic units of corporate work, the individual tasks that make up every sub-process. The activity level is where resources are burned. This is where an employee spends an hour, a machine consumes electricity, or a budget is spent. These activities range from manual labor, like a human manager reviewing a PDF, to system-based actions, like a server automatically triggering a notification. Corporate execution relies on the interdependent flow between these tasks. When activity A completes, its output funnels directly into activity B as a required raw input. This sequential dependency means data cannot advance through the pipeline until the previous stage is performed correctly. Operational control doesn't happen at the boardroom level. It happens here, at the granular level where the physical daily work occurs. This hierarchy shifts our perspective on how a company is built. Traditionally, we view organizations as a collection of static departments like HR, finance, or marketing. In reality, an organization functions as a flowing network of interconnected business processes that constantly move across those departmental lines. Once a company maps its processes down to the activity level, it can finally measure exactly how much time and money each task costs, allowing for targeted improvements. The formal management discipline for this task, mapping, analyzing, and improving these pathways, is called Business Process Management, or BPM. Understanding these activities is a requirement for modern technology. A digital system like an AI cannot optimize or automate a step that has not been clearly defined by the humans who currently perform it. When applied to a well-mapped process, digital systems can automate repetitive manual tasks, allowing information to move through the network without the friction of human handoffs. Before any software can optimize a company's future, the organization must first uncover and map the invisible hierarchy of its daily work.